or an ex-bull rider, trading his bull rope and his horse reins for the travels and adventures on a motorcycle. Joined with him is his beautiful Miss Linda. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And as I always say hi to a stranger. You might make somebody stay. All right, how's that now? Sorry. I didn't have my mic turned on, y'all. All right, how we doing? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Just had a couple buddies stop by. Mike, you know who it is. Had to bring his bike back over and park it. And, yeah. So, I was challenged a while back. And I haven't done it yet, and I'm going to do it during a live. And it was the 40 questions. Here we go. And I'm going to have to bring it up here. And I felt bad because I haven't done it yet. So I figured I'd just go live and do it on live, okay? Hey, Cheryl Guest, Melinda Dobson. Good to see you. We haven't really done much today. We want Linda in the challenge? Yeah. Well, maybe I'll wait and do that with her and do it on a video. I told her last weekend we need to get together and do a video and do the 40 question challenge. So maybe I'll just go ahead and wait for that. So yeah, I've been tagged by 2 channels. That was Backroad Freedom and 2 Old People on a Couch. So, what's been going on? My uploads have kind of, I'm not uploading as much, to tell you the truth, here lately. Deborah Spiker, how you doing? And the reason being is I've been driving up to Nebraska and back. And it's 626 miles up there and back. And it takes 10 hours in the seat. So when I leave here at 7:30 in the morning, I'm not getting back till like 6:30 in the evening, and by that time I'm exhausted. Yeah, bacon getter. So yeah, I just wanted to do a short live with y'all and say hi and I was just watching, Heard That with Backroad, or yeah, I'm sorry. There we go. And with Heard That, and they have a Pinecone Fest coming up, and that is October, what is it, 13th and 14th, and I'm planning on taking the road trip down there. Random things I do. How you doing? Did I miss somebody in here? I don't think I did. I thought I saw somebody say Eve One. That's who that was. Where's he at? So yeah. And another thing is starting to mess around with StreamYard, and might try to figure that out as far as StreamYard and use that. Yeah, it does. I'm pretty tired when I get done, because 8, 9 o'clock, or sometimes 10 o'clock, I'm ready to look up my eyelids. So, Vineyard Farmhouse, how you doing? But I do have the phone line set up. If I can make it over there. There we go. So I figured I'd just jump on here and see what everybody was up to. And there's another rally that was going on, I think it was North Carolina, called the Smokeout. And if I had an extra day off, I would have gone over there and seen all that. Custom motorcycles, choppers, and whatnot. That would have been a 14-hour haul, and it was 977 miles, I think, the routing that was going to take me. So, Cheryl Guess, how you doing? So, I am planning on going down to the Pinecone Fest. Miss Linda probably, I don't know if she's going to make the trip with me. It's going to be, I've got that Friday off, so she has to work because she used a lot of her time taking care of me when I broke both my wrists. So I doubt she's going to be coming, because I want to leave Thursday, and then ride at least halfway when I get off work, find a place to crash, or something on the way down. So, excuse me. Cheryl Guess says we had a lazy supper tonight. BLTs with tater tots. Oh, BLTs sound really good. Brian with the Vineyard Farmhouse, how you doing? Random things I do. Just got home from a YouTube gathering. Yeah, I saw some lives from a YouTube gathering. I'm not sure where it was at. My buddies are out there leaving. Yeah, Mayhem Mike, the other Mike, came over with the other guy there, Marty, and that was kind of neat. Yeah, I saw that, Grumpy Grandpa Patriot show. I appreciate that. But yeah, when I do leave, I want to leave Thursday night and put down some miles before I go down there, because I think it's about 7 hours. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up again. But yeah, he's leaving. Dogs are barking. Jemison, Alabama. Okay. He's honking. Yeah, yeah, they are. They're sealed up. We, of course, you saw the last video I just posted about, what was it, 3:30 it dropped. Um, he was the one that met me up at the park. That was his son on the other bike, and yeah, they're doing real good. They're staying sealed up. But yeah, the if you guys haven't had a chance, go look at that last video, and I'll just tell you this: they are very comfortable. Um, I'm gonna put them to the test tomorrow in the truck driving down the interstate. So, um, I've never had a pair of those before, and they were a little pricey, but not as pricey as some of the other dress boots I was kind of looking at. Let's see here. There we go. Anybody wants to call in and share your weekend, you're more than welcome to. And one thing I haven't, I'm in the middle of monetization, and I haven't figured out, and I've noticed over here on my phone, I haven't figured out the super chat deal, because I think that might help with my monetization. So, because like I said, I'm in the process of that also. So if you end up watching my videos, I would ask you guys to, when an ad pops up, just watch it, listen to it, whatever, go through two of them, whatever, and then hit skip or whatever. So I think that goes through that. Cheryl Guess, I think you'll like them. Yeah, I had them on after. In fact, I didn't take them off till, I don't know, we were getting ready to go to bed. Didn't even, Melinda Dobson said I was right in the middle of watching. Well, I hope you enjoy it, because uh, there's other channels that I watch, motorcycle riding channels, and they talk and ride. And I think I've done one or two of those. I've narrated a little bit in one of them, and I don't necessarily, me myself, I don't like the talk and riding. I want to experience what it's like to be on the bike with the person. So that's why I don't do the talk and riding very much. But winter is coming, and well, I'll just say this: fall is coming. It's been nice and cool at night. Uh, yeah. Who knows? Maybe Miss Linda will come in here in a minute, and uh, we could do that 40-question challenge together. She might be outside. The dogs were barking there a minute ago, and she might be outside checking on the dogs. I was gonna say that Jemison, Alabama, years ago. Thanks, random things I do. I appreciate it. Um, Years ago, when my kids were little, we took the kids down to Panama City, and we drove through Alabama, and I actually drove some two-lane down through there, and fried chicken all over the place. And we stopped at a place, and I remember, on the blue collar comedy tour, them guys were talking. There was one of them was talking about, people down there in the South, and how they when the people down there in the South, their lips don't even move when they talk. We stopped at a restaurant, And sure enough, I started laughing, and because I was reminded of that joke that people down there in the South, when they're talking, their lips don't even hardly move. I think it was Ron White that was talking about that. I don't remember. There is also another. I found the best barbecue place I've ever been. If barbecue had been any better, would have had to put a picture frame and not eat it. Deborah Spiker says I like fall, but I love spring. Yeah, Cheryl Guest says I love the fall. Yeah, I like when the leaves are changing and changing color, and the cool nights and all that stuff. But man, I tell you what, when fall hits and the leaves are gone, it's kind of depressing sometimes because, especially for us driving a truck, because we got to fight the cold, the wind, and the snow and the ice and all that stuff. So, see, I'll turn that is on. Okay. But yeah, man, I might try this other thing too. I don't know. I haven't done it for a while. Snuggle weather? Yes, it is. But sandwich and sweet potato French fries. Yeah, the sweet potato French fries. I like those. I really do. They're supposed to be a little healthier than the regular potatoes as far as carbs. There we go. Let's move this up here out of the way. There we go. Well, that's not even better. Any better, is it? Oh yeah, it's been ridiculous hot, hasn't it, Melinda? We really haven't been doing much today. Just kind of taking an old man nap, and uh, I did a little bit of a ride yesterday, and I actually need to go to the store. I need to pick up one of my neighbor's kids and drop him off somewhere at 7 o'clock. Snuggling with the dog, yeah. Speaking of dogs, Miss Trigger is doing fantastic. She had surgery this week. Miss Linda took the dog to the vet Wednesday, I think it was, and then she was pretty mopey at the first. There took a couple days to get her out of it, and then she is actually starting to catch the frisbee, and I want to get that on video playing frisbee with the dogs, and it's so funny when she does it. And yeah, but I figure I'd there we go. Not yet. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. Excuse me just a second. Okay. I don't think I'm eligible for it yet. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out some other time. Dottie loves to catch with her ball. Yes, I bet she does. But things have been kind of slow as far as uploading and stuff because, and I think I did do a 1 hour live from the truck the other day. And it was in the morning. Speaking of driving, my, if you're out driving on the roads and stuff, please keep an eye out because a lot of the farmers are out in the fields. I did notice they're starting to shell corn up in Nebraska, and they've been shelling corn in Oklahoma and Kansas. Uh, the corn down there north of Joplin, last time I was down through there, was just burnt up. I mean, small ears, and they're starting to shell corn. But my point being is, my neighbor was going down the road. It's a 4 lane divided highway, and he was in his tractor pulling the hay rake, and it's probably a $30,000 hay rake. It's one of these big V rakes that unfolds out in the field, and somebody wasn't paying attention, hit the rear end of the rake, and went off the road and laid his car on the side. I don't know if he rolled the car. It looked like it just laid over on its side. The airbags all deployed, and everybody was okay, but the guy driving the vehicle was transported to the hospital, and he told the highway patrolman that he was sneezing. And so the highway patrolman uh, told my neighbor that he was probably looking at his phone going down the road and not paying any attention. So y'all be careful out there and watch out for these vehicles because yeah, especially when they're starting to shell corn. My 2 cats are my snugglers. Yeah. My dog is a Yorkie and weighs a pound and a half. I can't remember what Miss Linda said she weighed. I know she did weigh her at the vet's office. I think she weighed like 8 pounds or something like that. Or more, maybe more than that. I can't remember. And never flipped a car. Yeah, I've still been seeing a lot of motorcycles out on the highways too. So look twice for those. Little Ridge Farm, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Missouri Outlaw, how are you doing? Did you make it home? I think I saw you was going to Moberly, Missouri. Yeah, Little Ridge Farm, Mark. That that stuff's looking pretty good. It's taking shape, isn't it? Oh, yours will fit in your hand. Yeah, but Trigger, it's funny because she'll get up and lay in bed, and I think she wakes Miss Linda up about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Has to go outside and do some business, so that's good. And yeah, but Miss Linda usually gets up way early anyway. And I'll be getting up early in the morning because on Monday mornings we start early because the freight is there ready to go. So there goes my stomach growling. you, Deborah Spiker says, Melinda, I've done something else when I sneeze. Yeah. I imagine they do. I have seen your dogs there, Rebecca, touch my yard. I kind of wish Trigger's not going to grow much more. Uh, uh, the dogs that she's related to are right across the road, and at night in or early in the morning when you let her out the front door, those dogs are out there barking at the coyotes and stuff. So, and she hears them, but she doesn't go over there because we think that she uh I think she was picked on a lot over there. So she stayed underneath the front porch over there, and so you know she's kind of gets a little leery of him. If you pull a nose hair, it'll makes you sneeze. Just saying. I try to keep them things trimmed up pretty good, and my nose looks crooked. And I think part of that's from my when I hit my head on the concussion on my when I laid the bike over. Of course, it's always been a little crooked, and I don't know why because I never got into a fight or nothing growing up as a kid. Never been punched. Maybe I was just born that way. I don't know. I did have a horse uh, graze the front of my head, my nose one time when I was saddling her. The back cinch was kind of twisted, and so I reached underneath her, and I had my cowboy hat on, and it just grazed her belly, and she went ballistic and put me in the rocks. And I had a my nose was bleeding and stuff, and there was a nurse at the particular place where we were at. She said, "Yeah, you broke your nose." I said, "Doesn't feel like it." She says, "It's just a hair crooked." And yeah. So I just wanted to jump on here for about 30 minutes and say hi to everybody and just kind of give you a explanation why my videos, I'm only doing about 1 or 2 videos a week. And it's because I'm trucking 626 miles a day. And, and it takes some time. And I'm really hoping that, eventually they'll turn the trucks up to 70 miles an hour because that would save about a half an hour each day, each way each day. So, you know, so and Miss Linda cleaned out the back room and found some pictures. And these were pictures from when I first bought this place that my mother took, and some other old pictures. And I was like, wow, I can't believe I've got these. Even pictures of when my girl was starting to learn how to ride a bike. What's my new route? Um, I go up to Fort Kearney, Nebraska truck stop, which is excuse me, just east of Kearney, Nebraska, and I meet a Cheyenne driver up there, and we swap trailers, and then I come back. Um, I go up I-29 to Highway 2, and then across the river there, and then go to Lincoln, up 77 to 80. Melinda says, my nose was broken. I just pushed it back where it was supposed to go. Yeah. No, no, we're not getting, no, not yet. But I need to figure out, excuse me, I need to figure out because the super chat deals, because I noticed they're not on here. So um, I don't know if that um, I don't know if that is towards the revenue or not on the or if I'm eligible for it yet. So we'll have to figure that out when the time comes. I think if I remember right, you have to show $100 worth of revenue in the analytics, and then they'll start paying you. So I'm only at $6, and it's only been like a week. So that's why I say if you watch the ads, and then because when people watch the ads, it contributes to your revenue. So yeah. Your parents were from southeast Nebraska. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I'll have to ask somebody about that or do some research on YouTube. Oh, another thing too. I have a link in my description for a wish list, and it's an Amazon link. At least it should be there. And there we go. And I'll go. At least I thought I put it in there. Yeah, there's an Amazon link in there. It's a wish list. And I'll have to figure that out too, because I want to make it to where you can just click on it and go. But if you just copy the link and then go to, and then put it in your browser, there's only like 3 items in there, you know. And if that happens, then I will recognize you on a live or a video or something, and even show it. So, um, yeah. I want to click. I need to make it to where you can actually just click on it and there it is. You know what I mean? One of them is a a tent for motorcycle camping, and it's just like a 1 or 2 person deal. Yeah, you can. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, and in fact, I think I can actually show it on here. Yeah, yeah. Here we go. I'll even show you what it is. Uh, there. I got some motorcycle riding glasses, and there's a tent there. I don't, I like the other one too, the tent for two, waterproof, you know. But uh, yeah, I like those glasses because they have rubber around the lenses on the inside, and then of course I have a couple tents. If I don't have one by the time I go to Pinecone Fest, I'm just gonna bring a tarp, lay it on the ground next to the bike, do it the old style way. Hopefully it won't be raining, but I'd be afraid of sleeping on the ground. Have some cougars come up and try to chew my feet off or whatever. But there's some other stuff I want to add to that. But there's all kinds of stuff that that I was looking at. But I've had these glasses before. The yellow tinted glasses when I'm riding the bike at night is I like wearing those because it just kind of brightens things up a little bit. So yeah. Oh my gosh, we've been on here for almost 35 minutes. I don't even know what I'm going to do for now if I go another 25 minutes because I'm running out of things to say. I might have to drive the truck in the morning to work because it's supposed to be raining. So I'm looking forward to getting down there to Pinecone Fest if I can make it. Meeting everybody. Um, I know there's some channels that I've been watching for quite a while that'll probably show up, and um, it'll be a good time. I can always come up with something to say. Yeah. Take Miss Linda with you. The Cougars will leave you alone. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good time. But if I get off work at 7 o'clock at night, jump on the bike and go, or come home and go, I'd like to put down at least a couple, 2-3 hours. Excuse me. On Thursday, Thursday night. Um, and just there's a gas station truck stop in Jasper, Missouri that has a little place where I can pull up in there. It's got trees on 3 sides. It's in the back, and I thought, man, that would be a pretty cool place to just set up and just take a snooze, for 4 or 5 hours, on the ground right there behind the truck stop because nobody will mess with you back there. So I might do that. Jasper is about an hour and a half, 2 hours south of Kansas City. So I know some other places too, so that are right off I-49. I thought maybe I could make it down to the K River Camp in Moyers, Oklahoma, but that'd be because down there it wouldn't be that much further down there to the Pinecone Fest. I'd have to GPS it, but I know it'd be like 5 hours down there to Moyers, Oklahoma. Another thing that's coming up is if you guys are in Arkansas, and I think I need to try and send Ridge Life an email or message him on social media, and they're having the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. And I thought maybe if Miss Linda would like to, we could go down there on the bike and go to Flatheads Rally Point. And Adam Sandoval and the owner of the Cat House in Eureka Spring are I guess they're renting that campground out, and they're going to have motorcycle hill climbs, bands, concerts, whatever. I just want to go down and see the motorcycle hill climbs because Adam Sandoval is building a hill climb bike out of an old Softail Harley Davidson. He's not building it. He's having another guy build it, and it's I think his guy's name is Jeff with D&D Exhaust, and Melinda Dobson. But yeah, I want to see that because for somebody to take that motorcycle and build a hill climb bike, and then for Adam to get on it and do it, he's got some great big ones. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how are you doing there, Gary with Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors? Man, I haven't seen you for a while. I know you've been doing some shorts, but I haven't seen you on for a couple days. Of course, I've been busy too. So, Melinda Dobson says might have to watch out for the lizards at the truck stops. But the Trap Masters, those guys have a trap just for that. So if I run into those two boys, I won't have nothing to worry about. I got an itch. I was showing Miss Linda Yeah, I'm sure you've been busy. I hope everything's going okay for you. I mean, I hope everything's good, you know. Uh, I know you've had some struggles, man, and I feel for you. Yeah, but I'm sure there's some people in here that are subscribed to you. You know, if you want to call in and just have a short conversation, feel free. Uh-oh.
Call from.
Gary Golden.
To accept, press 1.
Gary, how you doing, man?
What's up, cowboy?
Man, I was just saying, and you called in right away. That is awesome. Man,
Uh,
I've been wondering how you been.
you know, I'm on the air, I take it, right, sir?
Yes, sir, you are. You are on the air, so watch your language.
Oh, well, that just killed that conversation.
No, that's all right.
No, I just, long time no see, no chat, and it's nothing against you. Just life's been a little crazy, and I have the volume down. Hopefully, that on the computer, hopefully there's no echo or anything. We all good there?
Yeah, I believe you are. Everybody hear Gary okay? Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you hear him, okay? That's awesome. No, how's it been going, man?
Just just rough. My mom, everybody knows the story. My mom's in rehab. She has dementia. She fell, broke her hip, has a rod in her hip, and she, she's not going to be around much longer. But we're trying to deal with it and the best we can. And I just saw you on there, and I feel every time I see you, I'm either working and I can't really participate,
Right.
or whatever. I saw you. Right now, I'm finally alone without any visitors from the outside world, and thought I'd pop in and say hello.
Right,
Um,
right.
I'm going to be on JJ Drones tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. He's doing a special tribute in remembrance of 9/11. There's going to be some good data and information shared. I'm helping him with that, so it might not be a bad idea for people to never forget the 9/11
Awesome.
tragedy.
Yeah, I was gonna do a. See, we got rain scheduled tomorrow, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to ride the bike tomorrow. But my plan was I have a flag holder for the back of the bike that goes into the hitch
Okay.
on the bike, and I have a red line flag and a blue line flag, and I was gonna put the American flag in the middle and fly the flags on the way to work and on the way home. But if it's gonna be raining, I'm not gonna be able to do that, so. Yeah, I'll just have to do it some other time. But, in remembrance of 9/11 for tomorrow, and all of our,
Yep.
and you used to be a dispatcher for uh, law enforcement,
Good.
and I really enjoy hearing the stories that you tell about dispatching.
There's, trust me, Ken. There's a lot more I would like to share, but it wouldn't pass the sniff test on the YouTube.
Right,
So
right,
a lot of stories
exactly,
I can but
exactly.
I've been preparing all the numbers. I'm sure Jason's prepared some stuff, but he's probably driving. But I've put together a timeline of events on the tragedy on 9/11, all the numbers of people who lost their lives in each separate incident. Then I did a cumulative total. It'll blow your mind. And
Right.
that is basically just the day of. It's not all the residual deaths afterwards and people with it's. I think it was over 70,000 people eventually, succumb to a lot of major medical,
Right.
issues due to inhalation of toxic chemicals and stuff like that.
Now, let me ask you a question. Were you in Florida when that happened, or were you still up there around that area?
I was in Delaware. I can tell you personally, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was working with a construction crew. What we did was we did a lot of land prep where we level the ground out and get all the everything ready for like a housing community, stuff like that.
Right.
And the only communication we had to the outside world was the one guy in the big old track hoe who was, moving mud and digging ditches and leveling everything out. He had a radio in his cab, and then he stopped everything, and we huddled around all day around this track hoe in the middle of this mud field, and it was weird because where we were working, it was the flight path over going to Philadelphia International Airport, and it was the craziest thing. All of a sudden, you always saw aircraft above and stuff like that, and then when the FAA and the president grounded the flights, it was the spookiest thing in the world. You did not. It was just so weird. You didn't hear a bird chirp or nothing. It was just the weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, because they brought everybody down to the ground, didn't they? I mean.
Yeah, they grounded all the flights, and I have the timeline on that somewhere. I have it written down
Right.
somewhere, but yeah, basically about, I'd say maybe like an hour afterwards, they grounded all the flights, and obviously you still had a lot of aircraft in the air that had to make it to the ground, but it was
Right.
pretty tragic. Pretty tragic.
Could you guys, where you were at, could you look up in the sky and see jets flying by you and stuff that were trying to get back to the airports?
No, it was weird because I guess it was where we were, it was in Newark, Delaware, which is not too far from Philly. It's kind of like on the almost on the flight path towards New York. So anything that was headed in that direction towards New York or Pennsylvania it was like a no-go. They diverted everybody.
Right. Yeah, I remember that day too, because I was working nights at the time driving truck, and I went to sleep, and then I got woke up. I don't know what time it was, 11 o'clock or something, and she says, "You need to turn the TV on and see this stuff." So I turned the TV on, and there they are, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I had trouble sleeping the rest of the day, because you're just wondering what's going on in this country, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up working that night, and it was pretty crazy, and I see a lot of conspiracy stuff going, off and on throughout the years and whatnot, but we just got to remember the people that lost their lives in those buildings, the firemen and the police officers, all the emergency workers,
I have the number right in front of me. I just got done tabulating that. On the day of 9/11, that's not including, people afterwards, like days after, 343 firefighters died, 71 law enforcement officers died on that day.
Wow.
That's not including all the civilians, the crew members, and the hijackers and stuff like that. The numbers will blow your mind.
Right.
I have all that ready to reveal tonight. I think as time goes by, we kind of forget about stuff like that, and I think what Jason's doing tonight's a good reawakening for many people to realize, we could still be a target.
Right.
We have not become complacent.
Exactly, and that's what we've been becoming,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
All
thanks
right,
for
well, I'm gonna
calling.
let
I
you-
appreciate it, Gary. I've been wondering how you've been doing because, I'm not in the same position that you are. It's, I've had some stuff go on in the last couple of years with my father's stuff, and I'm not in control of anything with that. So, and I don't know. It's going to end up going to court, and
Mhm.
I'm just
Okay.
waiting for that day, So, and I don't know. Are you on Facebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if I've sent you a friend request or not, but please do on my end,
Okay. All right,
and
no problem.
that way we can communicate a little bit more,
Okay.
brighten your day a little bit, brighten my day. So,
All right, brother.
all right, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you later.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, if anybody in here is not subscribed, go over there to Gary's and subscribe, and he does a lot of neat stuff with the fishing, saltwater, he did some videos on crab, how to eat or how to cook and eat crab, and that'd be another neat thing to do someday, is go down there and go crab fishing or whatever. I know a guy working the aftermath. Grumpy Grandpa says, "Hi, Vay's Place. How you doing?" Or is it? Yeah. Debbie Drock, how you doing? Hey, everybody. I want to show you this. Since we're live and she's in here, okay? Now, some of you know my birthday was back in August, and I have my post office box posted in the about, blah, blah, blah. I got one birthday card from a subscriber, and it was from Debbie Drock. Right here. Look at that. And I don't check my post office box very often. And says, "Hope your day is great." And time to blow out the candles and make a wish. So that would have been a lot of candles. So that, back in August when I went and checked my P.O. box, that really made my day. And I appreciate it, Debbie. That was great. Oh, Miss Linda's in here. Well, she's in the chat anyway. But yeah. Everybody comment down below. Hi, Miss Linda. We need to do the 40 question video. We'll have to do it sitting here side by side because I like to. She smells good. So, yeah. Anyway, been on here 51 minutes. We got 9 minutes left. Anybody wants to call in and say hi? I guess that went all right. Yeah, Gary's a good guy. He's been taking care of his mother, and his mother fell and broke her hip. I think she did it. That many candles would look like a Maui wildfire for sure. Yeah. Yeah, she's in rehab and she has dementia and stuff, and he's a good guy. He's really shared his struggles and stuff on and he does do a lot of neat stuff too, in collaborations with JJ Drones. JJ Drones is another truck driver, and JJ Drones does the wreaths across America, and stuff like that. So I have my nose itches. I think I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe I need to trim my nose hairs, huh? But does the wreaths across America. If you don't know what that is they place wreaths at all the veterans cemeteries, and it's really neat to watch some of the stuff that I believe, Gary, tell me if I'm wrong, JJ Drones and the company he drives for, they contribute to the Wreaths Across America, and it's $15 per wreath, I believe it is. Mother called. I need to call her back. Yeah, Gary, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to get on Netflix and watch that. But yeah. In the studio here, I have another booth where Miss Linda could sit, but I like to have her sitting right next to me, when we do some videos. She, like I said, she smells good. Look up, and it helps you sneeze. Yeah. So, but I have been going to some other motorcycle channels, and one of them is called Ray's Moto Life, and he does a lot of lives with different people, and he does some videos. I think the other day he went to the Jack Daniels place in Tennessee. And I'm not sure where he's at. I think he's in Tennessee. But he's a good one also that I've been following. And like I said, they were all over at a rally in North Carolina or South Carolina this weekend called the Smoke Out, and they were showcasing choppers, the old style choppers, and having a show. Quail Common loved it. What was that? I tried CUY. What is that? Koi? Koi? Is that koi? That's a little word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I sure appreciate the thank you package you sent me. So much fun stuff. Pictures of you and Linda are awesome. Well, thank you, Debbie Drock. Appreciate it. I really need to order some more stickers and stuff like that because I'm getting a little bit low. And yeah, I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 more left of these. And I might be ordering some more this week. And I'm getting really low on these other ones. So, yeah. Okay, I guess I did pronounce it. It's called koi. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah. I might go ahead and order them because with Pinecone Fest coming in, I don't know. I might have to pass some more out. Just, I don't want to take them all with me and pass them all out, So, and I've got some old shirts here that I might bring and give away because they didn't turn out the way I wanted them to. So, and that's another thing I need to work on is some merch. If somebody wants to order a shirt or something like that. So, I'm actually wearing one of my shirts today. Well, there we go. And it says the same thing on the back. So, yeah. Well, we're 58 minutes in, and yeah, I was kind of hoping a couple of channels from Oklahoma would have want to called in today, and but I don't know. Hard telling. Put a sticker on my truck, wearing it proudly. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Appreciate it. Yeah. I really appreciate that, Debbie. And Deborah Spiker, she was the first person to send us a Christmas package and with some garlic in it. And I think Miss Linda used all the garlic. So, yeah. But that Deborah's son grows garlic, and it was different stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, well, I guess I'll shut this down here. There we go. The dogs are playing. Easton just barked. Turn that. There we go. So I might do some work here in the studio and get back to pressure wash. Hey, thanks, Random Things I Do. Appreciate you coming in. It's good to see you. And if there's any channels that are on my chat or watching this afterwards, if y'all want to get together and if there's something that you like that you want to maybe get together and maybe promote you on a live or something. We could do what do you want to call it? A collaboration live or something. Talk about your channel or whatever. And you can contact me, my email, or another good place to do it is over at the Vineyard Farmhouse with Brian. Brian is awesome. He promotes a lot of people's channels. He has a great channel. He's restoring the farmhouse, and it's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you see my channel in a video or whatnot, and you want to be promoted or something, and like say if you do barbecue, you know, you make your own seasoning or whatnot, send me your seasoning. I like to smoke ribs. I mean, we do some ribs and some chicken wings once in a while, and I like to smoke on my Traeger smoker. You know, if you want to promote your product or whatever, feel free to send them over here. My post office box is in the About page, and I'll try it out. I'll do a video on it, and I'll promote you. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you a dime. So, yeah. And if you have a channel and you want to call in sometime on a live, we can schedule it and go from there. So, Deborah Spiker says, "Do you need more garlic, Miss Linda?" Yeah, Debbie, appreciate it. But I do watch barbecue channels. I watch motorcycle riding channels. I watch, you know, homesteading. And that's another thing, too. If you're a homesteader, reach out to me either on social media or my email or on a chat. Say, hey, if you're going to make a weekend trip, you know, we'd love to have you stop by. And, you know, it's totally free. I've been to Oklahoma down there to two old people on the couch a couple times, and I had a blast down there. And they've been up here too. We had a great time. So, yeah, we're not going to charge you. Okay. Totally free. So, yeah. I love to use garlic and a lot of stuff. I love the garlic that you sent. Yeah. Yeah, she did. You know, it's been so hot, you know, we really haven't been doing much cooking and whatnot. I think the other night I had Mark's favorite, frozen burritos. So, yeah. Yeah. So don't be afraid to reach out, you know. Anyway. Yeah. Well, I'll jump off here. I hope everybody has a good week. Be safe. Watch out for trucks. Watch out for motorcycles. Look twice for motorcycles. And, yeah. And I always say, you know, say hi to a stranger and thank a veteran. And, we'll see you on the next one, okay? I appreciate everybody that came in. Love y'all. And we'll see you next time, okay? Welcome to Lone Cowboy Adventures, where an ex-bull rider traded his bull rope and his horse reins for the travels and adventures on a motorcycle. Joined with him is his beautiful Miss Linda. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And as I always say hi to a stranger. You might make somebody stay. Yeah.